Hi, this is Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today is my Fun Fold Saturday. Look at this cute card. We have a really cute sentiment here, and then it opens up again here. I don't even know what this is called. I saw a card by Brian King where he had a solid piece here and had a couple of squares that had the umbrella and the boots. But what I saw was, oh, I could make that into a little card and another card. So that's what I did. I'm using Under My Umbrella stamp set, which comes from the mini catalog. This catalog is good through March 31st, 2020. And I also have a celebrations. This is yours if you want it, as long as you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And all you have to do to get it is go to my webpage at www.mypaperconnection.com. Just go up to Contact Me and leave me a message, and I'll be happy to get one of these out to you. Okay, without further ado, let's get started playing. To make my card, I'm going to be using this fun paper. Now, this paper, it has been released since the mini catalog came out. It is not located in the mini catalog. But check out these designs. They're so fun and almost spring-like. I love them. And you know what's amazing? We have a tulip punch that would cut these out. We have a heart punch that will cut these out. And guess what? We have an umbrella punch that will punch these out. It's so fun, and I just couldn't resist using some of this paper. Now, the stock number for this paper will be listed in my blog, along with all of the supplies and the measurements for this card. Okay, so what I'm going to be using for our card today is, my card base is Highland Heather, and I cut it at 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm using Whisper White for the inside. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have Mango Melody. Now, when you receive your paper, it will have a label on the back of the package that will say what colors go with this particular type paper. Mango Melody is not one of those that's listed, but look how pretty that is. It actually goes really well together, so I'm using it anyway. This is actually a 4 by 5 inch piece, and I scored it at 2.5. Again, don't worry about all of that because it will be listed in my blog. Okay, so we're going to get our stamping done, and I brought in a paper piercing mat, and as well as a piece of scrap paper. The reason I brought in the piercing mat is because I'm using a photopolymer stamp set. The Under My Umbrella stamp set is photopolymer, meaning that you can see through it. The problem with that, though, is that it doesn't have the cushion that you would have with a cling stamp. So you really do get a better stamped image when you use the Stampin' Pierce mat under that. So I just stamped my boots, and I'm coming back in with this flower. And I'm going to try to just let it kind of sit right there on top of those boots. I actually did a pretty good job. The next thing I'm going to do is stamp my sentiment, which I'm going to do in Granny Apple Green. No matter the weather, we're friends forever. Okay, let me keep that green out. And then I'm going to bring in my paper, and since I'm not going to be coloring it or anything, I'm just going to bring in my umbrella, and I'm stamping it with the Granny Apple Green as well. Right there. Then I can put that away. Oh, no, not yet. I still need to stamp my sentiment on the inside. Okay. Rain or shine, you're always on my mind. Okay. The last thing I'm going to stamp are my boots, and I'm using Coastal Cabana for that. And I want to try to find an area that may have a little bit of the flower, but has mostly the small flowers in it. And I think right about here is going to be the best spot for that. Because the boots are small, I felt like if I used something that had the big flower on it, then it would just take up too much of the boot and it wouldn't look quite right. I'm going to go ahead and start working on putting my card together. And what I'm going to do is just fussy cut out these boots. So basically you just start and you turn your paper rather than turning your hand. And you want to go along the edge. And you want to try to keep some of the margin of the paper outside of the stamp. And that way you have the full image and it really looks more like it was die cut rather than fussy cutted. It really doesn't take very long to cut this out. I'm almost done with it. I love rain boots. I have a pair that have flowers all over them and they're so fun, especially when it's yucky and rainy outside. Here we go. Just that simple. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is to use my punch and just punch out my umbrella. And you can see the umbrella is right here. And what I did was I stamped right close to the edge, and that way I wasn't wasting a lot of paper. I'm also going to bring in some basic gray, and I'm just going to cut out the handle for my umbrella. All right, I brought in my silicone mat. It looks like I need to wash it. And I'm using my snail, and I'm just going to put just a small bit of snail right there on the edge. And I'm applying my umbrella holder right there. Now I love the silicone mat because if you get glue, which you're supposed to, you can just beat it up just like that. It's awesome. Before I put my card together, I actually have to do a little bit of coloring. I'm bringing in my scrap paper again because I don't want, because these are alcohol markers, I don't want it to bleed through on my tabletop. I'm using light and dark olive, old olive, and I'm just going to go over the leaves first with the light, and then I'll come back over it with the dark. And I'm just kind of filling in this area down here too. Where there's a gap, just to make it look like it might be leaves and greenery under there. I should have used the bullet point for that. Next, I'm using Highland Heather, and I'm just going to do this little blob of a flower. I'm really not sure what that flower is. It doesn't have a center to it. And I'm going to do one right here as well. Then I'll come back with the dark and just do a little bit of an outline. And then come back with the light and just blend that together. Then I'm coming in with Flirty Flamingo with the light. I got outside the line there a little bit, but it's okay. I used the dark mango medley for the center of the flower. Then I'm going to use some Daffodil Delight for this little flower right here. Then I'm going to use Pool Party for this flower. Then I'm using Mango Melody for my boots. And they're so cute. Okay, so basically what I did here was I went the light and then the dark and then back with the light. And what you do is the light will, once you put the dark on there, the light will smear that dark around and it kind of brings dimension to it and character. It's really nice. I love our stamping blends. Okay, so I've put snail on the back of my paper and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in place. And you want to make sure that your corners have the same amount of space, and that will give you the correct margins all the way around it. Okay, so then let's go ahead and put this on the front of the Mango Melody. I always have to check myself. For the longest time I would say Mango Medley, and that's still in my head to say. Okay, and we're just going to place it right here, like that. Then I'm going to place dimensionals on the back of this, and I'm just going to do one in each corner and one in the middle. I'm just going to place this right here, centered in the middle, right about there. Okay, then I'm going to place dimensionals on the back of my umbrella and on the back of these cute little rain boots. I wish I had a pair that looked like them. They're so cute. Okay. Okay, we're going to place our little sentiment for our small card. We're going to place our sentiment for our small card right here on the inside of it. And then we're going to place the sentiment for the inside of our card. Just like that. The last thing we're going to do is to bring in some embellishments. And these are the glitter enamel dots. And I just thought it'd be really cute to put them right inside the center of some of these flowers. Not all of them, but just some of them. There we go. I'm chasing it all around. Good grief, Vic. Okay, and we'll put one right there. And that is our finished card. Is that not just the cutest thing? I love it. Love, love, love it. I hope you enjoyed this card. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will make one of these cards. If you do, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I would love to see your creations. If you have any comments, I welcome them. If you have any questions, I welcome them as well. And if you are not already a subscriber to My Paper Connection, just hit the little subscribe button and ring the bell, and you will get notification when my next video comes out. I love Under My Umbrella. I love how fun it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.